Now men are retreated to the Bible and enter the Bible and Atinao. Yo, they don't understand our tate. Yo. They don't understand our tate. Yo. We are the ability to reappear. Some guys disappear in our office. Yo. That's the video of the party say yo. That's the video of the party say yo. Manna. Amanda, Awedu, Long live the party spirit of James Bill, long live the party spirit of Matai, come Papi so long live the party spirit of Matai, Morris Puma, long live the developmental spirit of President Jobia, long live. The popular in the air, but not popular on the gun, yo. Because in the air on the gun, yo. Say yo, baby, always say yo. Baby, Scooby, always say yo. Let's say yes, man, say yo. So they play all night, but they will say yo. We're not ready for that, you say yo. Just a one, say yo. Mona. For we are to fail. Because our God never fails. That's why we say, Mami Wata. Aluta.
All right, guys. So good evening to you guys. Good afternoon to you guys. This is J Randy here. That is the only song that can be played on Facebook where they cannot mute my music. Yes, because I love my music. So get used to it. If you don't like it, you wait until it finish. But this is my theme song because every time you play any music, African music, the other music, yeah, they kind of blacking you, stuff like that. So I don't give a damn about them. They don't understand that song, and that's why I will be playing here all the time here. All right. So again, let me lay the rules down. If you come here for the first time, we got a rule here. This platform is very disciplined than any other platform that you have ever been on Facebook. One, we don't tolerate profanity here. Two, we don't tolerate nasty comment here that aim at containing or towards someone that contain profanity. We'll let you go here. We are not begging people to be here, folks. No. We spoke to people in Liberia today. They were very disciplined. We spoke to people this morning. They were very disciplined. So there's no different to you guys who come here in the evening to come and listen to me. Our goal here is not just to preach politics. We have to discipline each other if we find out that somebody is not disciplined. If we are to move forward in the development of our country, not only the physical development we want to see, we also want to see the behavior improvement in us as well. So when you come here, you behave very funny. This is my VAR here. As soon as I see your name, I will come right in the VAR and see your name. Then I can just do you like this and say, go in the TV room. Yes. So, and the TV room is where you go. You will watch the show, but you cannot make no comment. You will be pinning inside, but you cannot make no comment. You don't want to live through that stress. Yes. And you don't want to live through that frustration because you want to make your comment. But here's what I would say to you. You are free to make your comment. Nobody's going to bother you. As long as you do it in a very civil manner. Yes. And as long as you be very, very cordial, you can use that and you can say that. So ladies and gentlemen, this evening I'm here to present to you yet another video. Joseph Boakai has a serious problem. Yes. Honorable Joseph Boakai has a serious problem. And what I want you to understand here is many Liberians who really love Joseph Boakai, they have been complaining about Joseph Boakai for a very long time. But Joseph Boakai It's being used by people who are around him, people that don't like him, people that hate him, but they're only using him for their own benefit. And what I am going to do and continue to do here is to ensure that we bring everything to reality, to let you guys know that people don't love Joseph Boyka. They are doing more harm to Joseph Boyka than the favor they are telling the Liberian people. So yeah, what happened here this morning, folks? So on my show today in Liberia, do you know that most of the people on the ground, they are actually being misled? Today, people were calling onto the show. The photos that we are seeing on Facebook, the people on the ground, most of the callers, they have not seen that photo or those photos of Joseph Boyka coming from the hospital. So when they call on the show, oh, the papi, all right, the papi this. I said, but have you guys seen the updated or the recent photo of Joseph Boyka? They couldn't answer the question. Some of them said, no, we have not seen it. I said, I see why these guys are making the greater ass out of our people back there. They shoot everything from them. Those of you that listen to the show this evening, I hope you're listening to the show again. And I think the call was very crystal clear. The people that support Joseph Boyka, they don't even know how Joseph Boyka look. Majority of them, they don't know Joseph Boyka's current condition. So that's the idea these guys continue to push on the ground. There's nothing wrong with Joseph Boyka. So today, calls are called on the show from Liberia. People were calling from Margibi County. People were calling from Grand Bassa. And then Boyka then called from Monrovia. They don't even know how Joseph Boyka look. And that is why these guys are not providing any update on Joseph Boyka. They're not giving reason why Joseph Boyka went to the hospital. These guys are just making our people more and more engulfed with illiteracy. They don't care for these people. It broke my heart today. It broke my heart today to listen to people calling from Liberia and they are not seeing the photo of Joseph Boyka, but they coming to support you. These guys are so wicked, man. These guys are so wicked to our people, my man. Go and watch that show today, folks. Go and watch that show. Let me see what I can show that. Let me see what I can show to you guys, so you guys can physically get to see the show. Let me put. These guys are very, very wicked to the people, our people back home. What? Some of the people don't even know that Joseph Boyka been to the hospital. They don't know this thing, folks. Wow. You got to share the video here. You got to share the video. That burden is on you guys, man. That burden is on you guys. These guys continue to lie and mislead the people. That is why when we call for why they can't provide information to the public, no, they don't want the people to hear it. They don't want the people to hear it. Wow. Let me see what I can find that video and show it to you guys here. Let me see it. So if you miss it, please, you have to go and listen to those guys. Those guys are making the greatest fool out of our people, man. Let me see here, wherever it says. I hope I can find it here right now. Now, yeah, what they started doing now. Let me show you what they have started doing now. All right? For those of you that haven't seen the post, let me show you what they started to do now. All right? Just on 2 hours ago, yeah, what they started doing. You see here, barely on 2 hours. Barely on 2 hours. Joseph Boyka is in the state. You see why they posted here just in 2 hours? Oh, I support Joseph Boyka. They put his smiling picture here. But this is the reality of this old man struggling to make every day end. But they posting the picture there on Facebook and telling the people that, oh, we support Joseph Boyka. You see how these guys are very, very, they don't care about the old man's well-being, folks. These guys don't care about them, about that old man. They ain't care about them, about the old man. They not start posting picture. And I told you the last time. Remember what I told you guys the last time? That whenever they get busted, they'll go and print different picture. That's what they started to do now. That's what they started to do. I mean, they're starting to do. That's what they're starting to do. These guys will damage that country, the people mind. They will damage the people mind. And somebody has got on the plane, they came back now. You think they care for the people who are there? To even tell their own partisan that this man got sick, he was taken to the hospital. They cannot do it to the people, folks. They can't do it to the people. Or they can't do it for them. For them to even tell the people, they don't want to do it. Here the video here. Here is the video here, folks. If you missed the video today, please, I had it on StreamYard today. Watch the video here today. Was in Liberia. Go and watch the video today. All right? Go and watch the video after anytime today, tomorrow. Go and watch the video here. You will listen to the people calling from Liberia. They want to make their case. But when I ask them, have you seen Joseph Boakai recent photo? No. Pictures speak 1,000 words, right? Yes, it does. Pictures speak 1,000 words. When they see those photos, their mind of Joseph Boakai will change. But they know by the people seeing those photos, they know by them telling the people about Joseph Boakai condition, it will be a serious blow to the Unity Party. And you get imagine Joseph Boakai himself is over there, fellow Liberians. The man is over there. And you see the condition he's in. So why Joe Boakai cannot even tell the people, say, look, I can't make it anymore. I can't make it anymore. But he just continuously just using himself, allowing people to use him. Look at Joe Boakai here when he was the Joe Boakai that many people knew back in the days. All right? Look at Joe Boakai here. This is the Joe Boakai that many people knew. But the man is aging. He's getting older. So why can't he God find somebody among themselves and say, you know what? We are tired. Let's bring somebody young. This is the Joe Boakai here. But they don't want to do it. They are not willing to do anything but to use that old man, folks. But he brought it on himself. He brought it on himself. Yes. You think they didn't know that Joe Boakai ain't work for anything? They know. Listen to them here. Listen here.
Joe Boakai has no fresh ideas. Joe Boakai is not able to run this country. He's a dead man walking. He's a dead man walking. And I cannot support a dead man walking. I will not support wicked Nukwe, the people who raise the budget on you, the people who raise, taxes on you, on water, on essential commodities. They raise taxes on you. And some of you support these people. They have destroyed your lives, man. Come on. What is it with some of you people? I will not change. The people will cry in this country. They will not have food to eat. Nothing will change. God forbid, if Emmanuel Nukwe and Joe Boakai won the presidency and the vice presidency, nothing will change. They're not going to cut their salaries. They're not going to reduce the budget. They're not going to. I'm not going to suffer because they're already reaching out to me now. They're already reaching out to me now.
You think he lying about that? You think he lying about that? As old as that video is, he's not lying. The old man was still in the hospital. The man left that country and came here. And they will still be reaching out to him. So in how much the video look very old, the content, the message in that video is what you need to focus on. Not the age of the video, but the information in that video that he just provided for you is the truth. It is the constant variable in that video. Forget about how old it is. As long as you can understand what he's saying, that is the message. He was on that ground, you saw him there. You think if that was his dad, his father, you think he would get on the plane to come back here? No. They are CEO, real CEO. I'm talking about not good for nothing, Burlington Gada or whatever it says CEO. When I talk about CEO, I'm talking about the white people CEO. I'm not talking about Liberian man CEO because by your CEO that you fucked up. I'm talking about the real white man, the black American, the Liberian, well-rounded CEO. They are Liberian CEO. I'm talking about the good for nothing coming CEO because you're another fucked up guy too. All right? So they are more, we'll start with the white people, we'll start with the African American, we'll start with the Indians, then we'll come to the Nigerians, then we'll look among these few Liberians there. The real CEO, when something happens, they will be over there. I'm talking about that for my phone one, I will call them for my phone. Yo CEO, then they fucked up. I'm not talking about them. a real CEO or whoever that person is, if that was their father, they would say, I'm not going until I see how well my father is. Whether it is a job, whether it is to continue your education, as long the man or woman who brought you on the face of the planet is in a medical situation, you will suspend everything. You will suspend everything. You will suspend everything. There was a medical doctor. A medical doctor, he treats people all the time. But on this day, his mom came to the hospital. When his mom came to the hospital, the ambulance brought his mom. While he was in the other section treating another patient, he heard that his mom was there. He called his colleague, said, can you help me with this? I got to go see my mom. He worked on his mom. He helped the other doctor to work on the woman, did her blood work, everything. When they decided the woman, he got in the car and said, I'm taking my mommy home. That is what we call the agape love for your parents. Do you think these guys care for Joseph Boyka? And that's the reason why I'm here to let you guys know. They are just using the man to get to where they want to go. Remember what I told you the guy the last time? When Mr. Weah came out and said he wanted to send Joseph Boyka to the hospital, you forgot? Oh, y'all know about J. Randy for true. Y'all fucked up. Y'all fucked up. Y'all know about J. Randy for true. Y'all got to know about him. Y'all remember the time when Mr. Weah said he was saying by and said they were going to get the money back? I know you guys still remember that. Come on, God, put on your thinking cap. Put on your thinking cap. And they said they were giving the money back. Oh, we want the money. We want the money. I make the money back. We'll pay the money back. Somebody told Mr. Weah, a medical doctor told Mr. Weah, that man is not well. You got to help him up. Oh, we want the man money. We'll pay the man back. We'll pay the man back. And make the money, man. We'll pay the man back. That's what they were doing. We'll pay the man back. Right? You heard it. Let's listen to this more here. Let's go back in history and do some stuff here.
Mr. Boyka, we are here this afternoon to present a token that was given to him by His Excellency President Weah on behalf of his sick person. But we, as a citizen, have thought it was that not coming on air and exposing what you give in to somebody to is not good for we, the traditional people. So we are here to see Ms. in talking to Mr. Boyka. So welcome, sir.
Thank you so much. Thanks to all of you for coming. And I want to say to Costa and the many, many persons who made this contribution, that upon hearing that President Weah had made public his then kind contribution to the funeral of my late mother-in-law, we had decided that we were going to refund the money.
You see how it's good to keep history? That is why J. Randy is the man. He is the man, folks. They good for nothing, God, and you listen to it, they fuck your brain up. You know the good thing about it? They fuck your brain up, and you can't again, and you rewash the brain. So that's good. But it will not continue there forever. It will not continue there forever. It will not continue there forever. When you got and fuck your brain up in the evening time, you can't, then you gotta go watch it again. It will not continue there forever. You gotta dedicate yourself to these things. The more you dedicate yourself to the program, the strength. My strength is the more people that come and watch the show here. These guys will not educate you on anything. Now you see the reality now. The opportunity that Joe Boyka missed. What will it cost Joe Boyka if he had taken that freaking money and go to the hospital and get himself treated and come back? Amos Sawyer. There was a guy during Amos Sawyer time when he testified against the TRC. He said somebody borrowed him money. He turned around. I think that was he and Taylor. Taylor said he gave him money. Taylor was in Bangor, Amos Sawyer in Liberia. Taylor said, you are in America there, you and myself, I gave you money to do things. Amos Sawyer said, yes. And I told him, I use your money, yes, but I pay you back. So what the heck? Joe Boyka did not take that money. Your health is the last thing you want to mess with, my friend. But you see, when you get people with big ego, and you get a person who is not, medically sound, and that's the situation with Joe Boyka. You don't play with your health, my friend. You don't play with your health. I don't care how you disagree with somebody. If you don't have the means, don't come out here and let people, the people who fooled Joe Boca today, what are they doing to Joe Boca now? And they left me now. They left him, right? Yes, they left Joe Boca. They left me. And how did they leave him? Let's go back to how they left the old man, folks. Let's go back there so you can see how they left the old man. All right? Let's go back there and see how they left the old man. There you go there. So let's see now. You say you're not giving the medicine now, right? Or you're not taking it. You are not taking it. Let's go back and listen to it here. Let's go back and listen to it as we're watching now.
See Miss in talking to Mr. Boca. So welcome, sir.
Thank you so much. Thanks to all of you for coming. And I want to say to Costa and the many, many persons who made this contribution, that upon hearing that President Weah had made public his then kind contribution to the funeral of my late mother-in-law, we had decided that we were going to refund the money. But the good people of Liberia...
You're going to refund the money. Look how you looking today. I say you're going to refund the money. Let me tell you, this guy name he just mentioned here, I'm not here to verify him. But you will hear what the man said about the papi before, right? Listen to the man here. Listen to the man describing the papi here, folks. Listen to the man describing the papi here.
Joe Boca has no fresh ideas. Joe Boca is not able to run this country. He's a dead man walking.
You hear that?
He's a dead man walking. And I cannot support a dead man walking. I will not support wicked Nukwe, the people who raise the budget on you, the people who raise, taxes on you, on water, on essential commodities. They raise taxes on you. And some of you support these people. They have destroyed your lives, man. Come on. What is it with some of you people? I will not change. The people will cry in this country. They will not have food to eat. Nothing will change. God forbid if a man...
So let's try to throw light on this here. The man know that money could have saved Joe Boca's life. He know that money could have done something to him. But he turned around and said that they should take the money back. That is the typical individual as he is. He doesn't care for the old man. Now I'm hearing that they gave him a second chance again to come and seek advanced medical care. But you know what they tell the man? Oh, my man, not go tell that to what that papi died in the bed and that when they want to go attend that papi funeral. Let me tell them right now. If anything happened to that papi, they should be the one to go attend the funeral. All right? So let me progress here. Let me show you this photo here, folks. And let's deep down in the photo here. In fact, let's go to the other one that will be very clear here so that you can see what I'm trying to aim at here. So let's go to the other photo here and see what we can make out of it here. Where is it? Let's see here. It should be all the top here. Okay. There you go right here. So let's bring the one up here. All right. Let's bring the other photo up here. All right. So let's look at this here. Yes. Let's look at this here. All right. Somebody say the money. Okay. So send somebody here saying different thing here. Someone misleading you here, we'll just send you to the TV room, all right? All right. Someone misleading you, we'll just send you to the TV room here, all right? All right. Someone misleading you here. Good. So we're not here to kind of listen to people. You know too much, and when the old man in trouble, you can use yourself. That they're not on the platform, you can't carry your makeup here. No, your makeup will not be on the platform here, my friend. So you go on the other side over there, go join the border in the TV room there. You go have your conversation on that side, okay? You go have your conversation on the other side there. We're not here to kiss some of you guys. You go on that side there. All right. Now we'll finish with that now. Let me progress here. All right? Yes. We're not here to info feeling here. That's it right there. You also know that the man telling us that Joe Boca is a dead man. Stay on, believe it. You will see Joe Boca in the casket. Stay on and believe it. So what the heck? Don't guys will see Joe Boca in the casket and tell you Joe Boca over there. So don't waste your time behind there. Those guys fucked up already. Their man fucked up. The guys are fucked up. Those guys are fucked up. They will see Joseph Boca, they can't do not believe it. That had wrong their man have been cooked into now. Yes. You're trying to provide something for you guys. Now look at Joseph Boca here, folks. Now when you look at Joseph Boca here, let me ask you this question. All right? Where is Joseph Boca pacemaker? In fact, let's ask the question. Where is the heart? Everyone of our heart is somewhere here on the left side, right? Where is the pacemaker? It should be somewhere around here too, right? Which hand Joseph Boca got now that is not useful anymore as the way it used to be? The left hand. So you get a heart on the left side of the body. You got a pacemaker on the left side of the body. Then you got a hand here on the left side of the body. That is a disaster that is waiting to happen right now. That is a disaster. That is a disaster. You think they're really looking at that risk? They're not looking at that risk, folks. They are not looking at that risk. When you look at the old man here today, folks, all right? When you look at the thing here, Joe Boca today, this is Joe Boca here. The entire power of Joe Boca here is fucked up. His heart is here like every one of us. He has the pacemaker here. The impact is coming from the heart area. The hand here is messed up. How many of them able to tell Joe Boca the situation here? How many of them? How many of them? How many of them will be very honest to tell Joe Boca? A medical doctor should be part of Joe Boca. Since Joe Boca had a thing implanted in him, a medical doctor is supposed to be keeping medical surveillance. Now we call it medical surveillance on Joe Boca to monitor him all the time. That's why when I in-fly, I'm not here to come listen to any good for nothing scumbag because they are doing injustice, what I call medical injustice. Medical injustice to Joseph Boca. That's what the people around Joseph Boca are doing to him. They are treating Joseph Boca with a very unjust behavior. They are not giving Joseph Boca medical justice, rather they are giving him medical injustice. That means that they are not allowing people who are schooled into the era of medicine to help Joseph Boca. They're not doing those things. They are not doing those things. And that's why they're treating the old man like that. All because they want power. Now you see the big picture now, right? When Joseph Boca was ever going to be president, all they were going to do, carry the old man here, bring the old man here, carry the old man here, and they will just misuse that country resources. So when the old man gets sick, they'll just put you on the plane and say him. When people be asking, why the president, oh, man, you're going to send us, man. Why are you asking for the old man for? You're going to send us. That is their game plan. Those guys are ready, and they are planning to use that guy, that pop, to get to power. And that's what you need to do. The people on the ground, they are not seeing the photo here. The Liberian people that support Joseph Boca, many of them, they are not seeing the photo. They don't even understand the situation Joseph Boca is in here. Do you hear them talking today? Where is Mo Ali here today? Where is how do you call it? The 12 man who is the new party elected chairman? Where is he at? And all the guys, where are they now to come here now and tell the people what has happened here? The mismanagement. It is because of greed and poor management of Joseph Boca got the old man like this today. When people started talking about Joseph Boca to leave power, they were taking it for fun. But for me, I was not taking it for fun. Let's listen to some video here again. Let's listen to some video here. All right? Let me remind you that J. Randy there. That was 2015. I mean, January 17, J. Randy. This is the real J. Randy here right now. So let me say hi to every one of you guys there. And thank you so much for taking your time to join me here. Sorry for coming on too late. I've been trying to do one or two things. We're not going to be here for a very long time. So there are things that I want you to understand. Thank you guys for giving me the opportunity. I think what I will be doing going forward, all my morning recording that I'm going to be doing. Maybe around 7 o'clock, I'll try to bring that recording and then get pre-start the show. And then as time go by, I will come in at the appropriate time rather than keeping you guys waiting. This morning we had a very good conversation. I don't know how many of you guys watched that, but please, I will encourage you to go back and watch the show. This election, it should be about the issue. I'm always going to repeat that here, guys. You got to please work with me on this. And everywhere you go, you always got to also repeat that. This election should be about people identifying the issue across the country, from the community level to the county and on the international scene as well. Then we need to look for solution. Who has the solution to solve this problem? And then they need to tell us where the direction is, how bad it is, and what direction that solution would take us into. If nobody give you those stuff, my friend, those guys wouldn't be in there for themselves. They just want to be there in there for themselves. So what I want to do here tonight is, tonight I'm going to tell you and I'm going to prove to you when Joseph Walker tell you that he was in Old Car Park, that is a blatant lie and you are in the right place at the right time. So I'm going to run some video for you and I want you to understand, what did your teacher tell you when you were in the first grade, second grade, third grade, learning about your signal verb, your plural, how to use them, right? Sometimes we say we mean more than two people, right? More than one person, all right? Then when you have more than one person, you got two people, all right? So when you say we, now I want you to listen to Joseph Walker. Joseph Walker often says that he will park as an old car, right? He said he will park as an old car. But you see, Joseph Walker can get away with all this crap on some of the platforms that other people sit on and don't really get it fixed. Whatever any politician say, trust me, we got evidence to show to you guys. All right. So let's get into a few things here quickly here because I'm pressed with time here. All right. Let's get into a few things here. Let me remove this other J Randy from here. All right. Let me just read a few comments here. All right. Let me read a few comments here quickly here before I get to the show here. Let me read a few comments here. And you can see your comment out there. Linda said, let me see what Linda say here. All right, I see Linda said Linda is watching. Oh, my man Atlanta King is here today. Atlanta King, are you still here? How you doing there, my brother Atlanta King? How you doing? Good to see you here again, Atlanta King. And then we got Japa. Yes, I hope I'm pronouncing the first name right. Japa is here. Japa said, I'm following. Thank you very much, Japa, for following. And then Japa said, JMB is sick. I couldn't agree with you more, Japa. And you are only expressing your freedom of expression here and your freedom of speech. JMB is sick and he needs serious medical attention. Yes, that is a freedom of speech. That's and the constitutional protected activities. Let no one hit you. You only expressing yourself. Somebody say here, I think seeing Japa say Jeremiah Kuhn and Prince Johnson have different motive. Absolutely. Yes, I couldn't agree with you more. Let's come down here now to Emily. All right. Emily here, she said, hi, Jay. I'm watching you. Thank you very much, Emily. Thank you very much, Emily. I think I always say Emily. I think it's Emily. Yes. Hope I'm pronouncing that name right. All right. Then I get my man Palm Butter here. Palm Butter, how you doing, my man? You taking pictures all around America, trying to show the people around here. That's good, Palm Butter. You got to live it up. We don't need full feeding yet. That's true. You bring any feeding yet, we'll let you go. Yes, we'll let you go. We got our VAR here. So be yourself and take care of yourself here. And then I got Jab here, my strong man and good brother, Jab. Thank you very much, Jab. You have been very helpful, to me in some ways. Thank you very much, brother Jab. Thank you for your patience. I thank you for everything you do. May God continue to bless you here. All right, so let us get to Siku Omen to Awali. He says, sorry, I'm missing the class. No, the class is still here, And by the way, we are broadcasting on YouTube now. We are on live on YouTube. I think I did show that to you guys the other day. Let me see what the YouTube still running here. So, yeah, the YouTube still running here, yes. Because the way I got it on a special dial. Yes, I got it on a special dial here. So the YouTube is still running here. So let me see. Thanks to every one of you guys. We'll not be taking calls today. All right, we'll not be taking calls today. But what I want to show you guys here is Joseph Walker. He been in power. He been in public service for 45 years plus 12. I believe that's 57 years. That is a very gigantic time to be in office. And if this man cannot provide any answer to any question, then we'll have a problem. But I want you to take you back to where Joseph Boakai said he was an old car park. Joseph Boakai was never an old car park. When people are speaking in the pronoun form saying we, remember this morning where we said that Joe Boakai must use Ellen record? Now, let's get into something here quickly here, right? All right, so this is Joe Boakai right here. Yes. This is Joe Boakai right here. Where is he? Okay. So let's look at Joe Boakai here, right?
It's a decade of sanctions against Liberia, and Liberia's vice president speaks to VOA.
This was 10 years ago, folks. 10 years ago. 10 years ago, video you're watching here. And we're already in power. So listen to Joseph Boakai, all right? So let's listen to Joseph Boakai. Let's try to bring this thing down. Let's bring Randy down here small. All right. Oh, we don't want Randy United mail the shoe here. Joe Boakai the mail the shoe. There you go. All right. So let's listen to Joe Boakai here. All right. Joe Boakai is about to speak. So let's listen to Uncle Joe here. He is about to speak. Uncle Joe,
about the country's developments and challenges. Behind the scenes of a movie produced and starring Africans in the diaspora. And a new
extreme interpretation of Islam. It wants to build a different
economic sanctions against Liberia. Liberia's information minister Louis Brown says the lifting of the sanctions should inspire confidence that Liberia is a country open and ready for development. In a letter to the Speaker of the U.S. House of Representatives and the President of the Senate, President Barack Obama said Liberia has made advances to promote democracy and the orderly development of its political, administrative, and economic institutions. Obama cited Liberia's 2 consecutive democratic elections, the conviction of former President Charles Taylor, and what he called the diminished ability of those connected to Taylor to undermine Liberia's progress, as well as the lifting of UN assets freeze on Liberia. Now, Liberia's Vice President Joseph Boakai was in Washington this week, where he signed a multi-million-dollar compact. In an in-depth interview with VOA's James Buddy.
So let me hold you guys right there, right? Let me hold you guys right there. You listen to what the man just said, right? That Joseph Boakai during the Obama administration came and signed a multi-million-dollar project. All right. So when Joe Boakai tells you he part of an OCA, that's not true. That money he signed, he was signing that money on behalf of Ellen Johnson City administration. So that means Joe Boakai was part of the government that time. So make no mistake. Do not allow Joe Boakai to bamboozle you around. Joe Boakai was part of that system. So let's listen to Joe Boakai here again, folks. All right? Let's listen to Joe Boakai here.
He talked about the significance of the compact and a host of other issues. VOA's Zoe Ludaki reports.
Vice President Joseph Boakai was part of the delegation that signed a $257 million Millennium Challenge Corporation.
All right, so the $257 million Millennium Challenge program that Boakai signed, do you see that as somebody that was part as an OCAR? Does that meet the definition of somebody being part? Because by right, Ellen should have been over there, or the foreign minister should have been over there, right? But Joe Boakai's signature is on there. So does that tell you that Joe Boakai was part as an OCAR? How many people on other platforms are already digging deeper? How many people got the kind of reservoir? Joe Boakai cannot look at the video here right now and tell you say he was part as an OCAR. That would be a blatant lie, because that Joe Boakai over there many years ago, 10 years ago, when he was vice president, looking very strong, very energetic than what he is today. So listen to the old voice, that is the person who was doing the narration or provided narrative, and listen to Joe Boakai here, all right? Listen to the word we, all right? So let me progress.
Compact at the U.S. State Department. He said part of the money will be used on infrastructure projects such as electricity and roads, which is key to Liberia's development.
So there goes Joe Boakai there. Joe Boakai is telling you, giving directive as to what will be used. He said the money will be used. Does that sound like somebody who will park as an OCAR? No, Joe Boakai was part of the administration. Whatever they did to mess things up, he owned it. And he should be able to tell the Liberian people whether he did the right thing. And when you got to understand that, yes, my stuff just keep coming out here. I don't have no studio person here to dress me here, so you got to bear with me here. Okay, yes. All right. So Joe Boga was now parked as an old car, as you can see. All right. You listen to him right now. Let me progress.
He added that the compact is very significant because it is also about
governance. And it does underscore the fact that we are trying to do our best.
You hear that? We are trying to do our best. So since when did we became a singular? No. Joe Boga Jetu said we are trying to do our best. You see, the reason Joe Boga don't want to accept Ellen record, there were a lot of opportunity given to them, but they screw it up. That is what Joe Boga is running away from Ellen record. But here we'll provide this insight for you guys. All right. This man has done what it takes for him to do in order for him to prove to the Liberian people that he got a record, but he cannot defend that record.
To put the right institutions into place.
Critics, however, express doubts that this will solve Liberia's electricity problem that has persisted for decades. Mr. Boakai argues that Liberia's problem did not just start 10 years ago.
We inherited that problem, and it's not that we are not doing anything about it. Just about the time the hydro project was to commence, that's when the Ebola fell, and everybody left the country. There are other facilities put into place, like the HFO.
So Joe Boga is hearing Joe Boga say now we inherited, right? We inherited. Did you hear Joe Boga say any inherited? And our Parker's old car? No. Joe Boga is saying we inherited. And then the Ebola came and we were affected. So when Joe Boga tells you he was part as an old car, he is essentially lying to you, because the video here is telling you that Joe Boga was part of the process of Ellen Johnson's administration. So whatever Ellen did, whether Ellen achieved or not achieved or did not achieve anything, Joe Boga was part of Ellen. So the question here is, why now Joe Boga cannot run on Ellen record? You listen to the man. We were able to achieve, we were able to do this. So what happened to the achievement you were talking about? Let me progress. Listen to your man, Joe. You listen to Joe.
Machines that are put into place that will be able to provide more than 40 megawatts of electricity. So electricity is on the go.
As Liberia.
So electricity is on the go. So when we are talking about provide infrastructure such as electricity across the country, why can't Joe Boga come out and say, hey, Mr. We are hold on there. When we were in the 12-year administration leading this country here, this is how much we did for the country as a whole in terms of electricity supply, constant electricity supply. You heard a man talking about that, but why he's not supporting, why he's not defending his record today? Maybe because tonight I'm speaking now, they're going to do their homework, right? But that homework will have to be fact checked as well, because they will come here, as my man PR said, they will come here, they will come and listen when you off, and then they will come and get your idea and run away with it. That's what they're going to do. That's what they are going to do. So let's listen here more.
Enters a post-Ebola era, Mr. Boakai says care centers are in place to monitor people recovering from the deadly virus.
We are putting into place the infrastructure necessary to contain.
You hear the we there again? Did you hear the we? We are putting in place the infrastructure. Again, Joe Boga did not say Ellen is putting in place things and I'm part as an old car. The fact that he's using this general pronoun, pronoun, and saying, yes, we are putting stuff in place, that tells you that Joe Boga is running or should be running on Ellen Johnson's record. That's why I always ask Joe Boga.
The situation, and also to make sure that Liberians do not go through this, not just for Ebola, but epidemic in general. So the basic infrastructure for the prevention and also the immediate arrest of Ebola and the recoveries, that's what we're doing now.
Boakai stresses that the investment climate in Liberia is gradually starting to recover as the country enters this post-Ebola period.
Liberia had a sizable investment in the country pre to Ebola. Since then, we've seen a lot of these investors coming back in the agriculture sector, the oil palm industry, and the activities have recommenced, and I am aware that in the agriculture and the mining sector, things are going on.
And as the West
So if he provided all the resourceful information during that interview, what happened between that time and now that Joe Boca cannot run on any record? What happened? He cannot run any record. He said all those things. Does that mean that what he was saying actually does not meet what the reality is today? Let's listen again.
Western African country moves forward, there is a call to limit the length of presidential terms.
I believe Liberians will have to rethink. We are not America. We are not superpower. Liberians and African countries should consider themselves as countries that are still trying to build. Our people need to understand who we are and the challenges we have.
Mr. Boakai explained that rebuilding the country's infrastructure is a lengthy process and one that may often extend beyond a presidential term.
You hear that? Boakai understands that 6 years is not enough, that 12 years is not enough to finish all the work. Now, his words, you just heard the man, right? That the development of the country go beyond 6 years. It go beyond 12 years. So when Boakai go out there and trying to tell people that, oh, the president has not done anything here, look, you guys need to come here and listen to the truth, all right? So let's listen to one more thing again. From there, we'll call it a night because we got enough information here to provide to people, all right? So let's listen here again.
The Liberian vice president also announced that he will run for the top seat to succeed President Ellen Johnson Sirleaf during the 2017 presidential elections. He said he is running on Sirleaf government's record that includes peace, infrastructure development, and freedom of the press.
You heard that? Joe Boakai said he was going to be running on the record of Ellen. That's why when I come here and keep asking Joe Boakai for a record, some of you guys just think that I just want to talk. You just heard that, right? Joe Boakai said he will be running on Ellen record. But what happened? Joe Boakai ran on that record in 2017, right out of the 12 years. And what happened? That record was so bad that people did not buy into that record and Joe Boakai got defeated. For the last 6 years, Joe Boakai sat down and Joe Boakai did not gain any other record, no experience, nothing or whatsoever. And Joe Boakai again got the same old record from the early days from 2017. That's the same record he's bringing back here. If Joe Boakai was defeated in 2017, what is he coming with now in 2023 as some type of record? I want you to think about that. Seriously, I really do. Joe Boakai must run on Ellen record. He got defeated. You see, that is why in this country, when an incumbent is defeated for a political party or a political candidate rather is defeated, whoever they put them when that person is defeated, you can't come back because you are running on that party record and the people did not accept you. They'll go over and bring somebody new. So that's the situation. So going forward after the show here, please recalibrate your mind. Joe Boakai was never parked as an old car. If he tell anybody he was parked as an old car, I say that's not true. Go listen to Jay Randy. He got a clip over there. And we got more clip. Got more clip of Joe Boakai making this remark. More of them. Yes. We got more clip on Joe Boakai making this remark. All right. So Joe Boakai was never, what's up on you? Joe Boakai was never parked as an old car. No. Do not allow anyone to tell you that Joseph Newman Boakai was parked as an old car. That is not true. Do not believe that because you just saw it for yourself that Joe Boakai was never parked as an old car. Joe Boakai said he came to the United States and signed a very big deal. Yes, very big deal that he was proud of, that was going to take the country to a destination that was going to be beyond what it is today. Yes. All right. So before we leave, let me hit you with one last one here. All right. Let
Week
me give you the
brings
last one
3
here.
days of celebrating and strengthening a special relationship.
That's how Liberian Vice President Joseph Boakai describes his return trip to Brooklyn Park. He tells our Renee Bonneau he is here to talk about ways leaders from both communities can help each other.
I'd like to present to you His Excellency.
Gathered Monday at the Brooklyn Park community.
And people also went there to celebrate the relationship.
Tuesday, Vice President Joseph Boakai told us the main purpose of this trip is to further strengthen ties with Brooklyn Park and other local and state leaders and to discuss other ways to get them involved.
10 years ago, folks. 10 years ago. 10 years ago, folks. 10 years ago. That's not today's video. That's not yesterday's video. 10 years ago.
In Liberia's restoration.
We're trying to rebuild the roads. We trying
Yeah, the we there again. Yeah, we trying to do this. You know, it's one thing to come and lecture people about things that you will do, but it's another thing where you have the evidence to show. And that's why Joe Boakai need to be running on his record. He spoke about these things, but did it really come to fruition? I don't know, but he did talk about that, right? Brooklyn Park, Minnesota. Oh, we want to do this, we want to do that. So, folks, I'll catch you guys another time. All right. Somebody say here. Let me see what the person say here. It's a long freaking read here. President J. Randy, under no prevailing circumstances with a unity party, including the rescue team, can convince me that the former vice president and Senate President of the Unity Party, Ambassador Joseph Nima Boakai, was not actively involved. Thank you right there. I will hold you right there. You are absolutely right, John Topa. And that is why you need to tell Joe Boakai, please run on Ellen record. You and Ellen participated in this government. The man is using we here every time. We did this. So how will he say he parked as an old car? So that means he was lying on Ellen. That's what he was doing. He was lying on Ellen. Yeah, he did lie on Ellen. He tried to tell the people in 2017 that Ellen was a very mean person. Ellen did not give him any opportunity. But you saw Joe Boakai in Washington, D.C. signing that $250 million project. You listen to Joe Boakai in Brooklyn Park. And there are other videos we have of Joe Boakai 10 years ago saying a lot of things. We got our videos there. But because we are limited, we're not here to get hit on Joe Boakai all the time. We'll go on other politicians. But I just want to let you guys know, to clarify one thing, that whenever Joe Boakai tell you, say, oh, I will park as an old car. No, he will never park as an old car. Ellen gave him the opportunity to deputize on her behalf, and he sat on many platforms, conducted interview where he used the pronoun we. And when he come back and say, I'll pass an old car, then that means somebody like Yango is saying he tried to contradict himself, and that's exactly true. That who Joe Boakai is. So guys, thank you so much for the opportunity. Tomorrow we will be back here. I will start the show with a pre-video. Once I come on, I will tell you guys that I am live, and then we'll have another conversation. All right. Please don't forget, send me those videos. All right. You guys are slowing down on sending me those videos. I need more videos so that we can start our communication more and more. We are going to weaken because we're going to look at the strength, the weakness, the opportunity for improvement, and the threat. Joseph Boakai's weakness is the fact that he cannot articulate a record so successfully to convince the Liberian people. And when he said he was parked as an old car, Joe Boakai was not telling you guys the truth. The video you just watched tonight are clear evidence that show that Joe Boakai was never parked as an old car. So make sure that our people back home get to understand this kind of message. They shouldn't just get emotionally charged to say, oh yeah, Boakai is, and firing up the crowd, so we're going to vote for him. Boakai did not do anything, and Boakai will not do anything. So guys, we were meant to be here for 1 hour. I'm going to give you guys 6 minutes more because it's 54 minutes of my time. So you take that 6 minutes back, do whatever you want to do with it, and may God continue to bless you guys. Thank you guys so much for the opportunity. All right. I'll see you guys by God's grace tomorrow. Bye for now.